it's dissertation year, and we are in the best, most stressful, exhausted period so far of my PhD program, which I'm studying trauma and disaster relief psychology, and I'm specializing in child sexual trauma and resiliency. It's always a mouthful every time I say that, but you know what? It's a cause that's really needed. More awareness needs to be brought to child sexual abuse, as well as how to promote resiliency in survivors, both adults and children. And in the mornings, I tend to do this. We walk, we brainstorm, and we have devotion with God. And some things that I tend to focus on during my walk is my breathing. Let me tell you, I'm out of breath. But you know what? Typically, we do 2.5 to 3.5 miles. I'm trying to lean closer to the 3.5, but with work constraints, doing my research every morning, there's not a lot of hours in the day, but I am trying to make time for myself. And even though my brain is constantly going, I am actively working to bring my weight down, focus on my dissertation, and get closer to God. So those are my 3 top things that I focus on in the mornings when I walk. And mind you, I did not start walking every day 2.5, 3.5. No, I started with half a mile. And back in 2022, that's all my body, my knees, my legs could do, half a mile. And now in the mornings, we gear up. We head out at 7 a.m., me and these 2 bad boys, well, bad boy, bad girl, and we make a journey of it. And they get their exercise, they get to see the neighborhood. I do that too, but I get time to have a clear head and brainstorm ideas that contribute directly to my mental health, my physical health, and my relationship with God. I'm in my dissertation year. Okay, established that. Totally forgot. Went off script. Whole different thing. Now we are back. Dissertation started August 25th. Okay, typically 3 classes, 3, 4 classes. No, that's 5. 4 classes, 12 weeks in length. Okay. Then we have our in between, where if you need extra time for each chapters, you get extra weeks. Okay, but since we started 2 months ago, my goal is to be complete by fall 2025. So, or end of summer 2025. Moral of the story is we have 10 months to complete my dissertation. And the topic is a very sensitive topic. It brings forth a lot of emotions, both from the survivor standpoint, from the families or those who interact with them, whether that's the children, that is the partners in intimate relationship. It affects everyone, right? And my goal is to bring more awareness to child sexual abuse, but also promote resiliency and advocating for survivors to live a more fulfilled and productive adult life. So that is my goal. That is literally the topic of my dissertation, but we're focusing on the mental health provider standpoint versus going directly to survivors, because there's a whole lot of red tape in that when you're doing research, and I have 10 months to complete this, so I got to get approved from the Institutional Review Board, and going directly to the survivors is just not feasible for the time span that I'm working on. So upon completion of my dissertation, then the main goal is to focus on working directly with survivors to help them overcome sexual trauma, but also begin to live their life the way they want to live, not based on stigma, not based on shame, guilt, or the inability to function due to their sexual trauma. So this is a journey. Hi, my name is Monique, and I can't wait to see where it takes us.